Hello everyone, I am Cuddlecore and I am your host for Women of the FGC Tekken Edition, where we highlight the women in the community and their successes. Today, here with me is Team Infinite's Athena. Hi Athena, hope you're doing well.
I'm good, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
So happy to have you, it is no problem. But before we dive into your history with Tekken, I actually would like to give a little bit more info on myself. I am a professional Tekken 7 player for Equinox Gaming. I have been playing fighting games since I was a child. Competitively, I have been playing Tekken for 7 years, went pro 3 years ago, and have a lot of top 8 finishes offline and a lot of first place finishes online. So I've definitely been in the scene quite a while. And when I'm not competing, I am streaming, I am coaching for EXO Academy, I am raising money for charities that are very close to my heart, and I'm also diving into the world of commentating and hosting, which is why I am here today. So now that we have a little bit more info on me, let's go back to Athena. So, Athena, how did you even get into Tekken? Where are the origins of how you started?
Okay, so a long time ago, for my birthday, I think I was like 3 or 4 years old, my parents got me a PlayStation 1 and they got me a whole bunch of random games and Tekken was in it. And I'm just like, what possessed my parents to get this scary looking guy with electricity in Tekken? It was the first game I ever popped into my PlayStation. And I was really intrigued because I think a little girl, I thought Jin was cute. So I definitely was like, let's see what comes about this. And it's been increasing ever since. I've just been playing the game, every single franchise for as much as I could.
What made you stick with Tekken, especially when you have so many other fighting games that I'm sure as a kid you played?
Honest to goodness movement. I will never forget, I couldn't sleep. I'm just scrolling through YouTube and I see Knee versus some player whose name I can't recall at the time, but of course he was using his infamous Brian and they were just moving and they were moving and not doing anything. And I remember just being mesmerized. Like, you could snap, I wasn't paying attention. I was just enthralled by the way they were moving. And I was just like, I gotta figure out how to do that. I wanna do that.
Since we're talking about Brian, I don't see you play any Brian. I'm just curious because I know you play Heihachi, Bob, and Dragunov. What made you go to them instead of Brian?
Oh goodness. The need to figure out how to play the game. And I was always told that Mishimas are very fundamental oriented, and the way I like to learn games is through fundamentals. That's just how I do it. So I was told, oh, Mishimas will teach you spacing, they'll teach you whiff punishment, they'll teach you frames and whatnot. And that's kind of why. I know, I wish I could use Brian. I think he's a little bit more technical, a little bit more difficult than Mishimas, but yeah, that's just how it came about.
There's 3 Mishimas in the game, but why the old man himself?
I love the fact that we're so different. I'm super chill, I'm very happy, I'm super easygoing, and he's just this ornery, aggressive, big buff guy. So I think we kind of balance each other out, honestly. It's a strange phenomenon, but that's just how it works.
What was like the first tournament that you went to that kind of made you go, hey, I need to be a part of the scene more?
CEO 2019. That was an amazing time, just getting to see all the players that I look up to. There's Anakin and Speed Kicks playing a set, and then you turn to your left and Cody's over there, and then you look on stage and Chanel and JDC are playing. It was just an array of emotions and just so much hitting you all at once, and the scene and the competitive nature and the atmosphere. I think after that tournament in particular, I knew I would never feel what I felt there, and I was chasing it. I want more of that offline, just interacting with people.
It's infectious because being in these environments, it's your people. It's the people who are like you. They play the game, they're dedicated, they're pros, or some of them are more casual, but they're people that love it just as much as you. You are literally feeling the energy, the aura of high level Tekken. But even on the competitive side, like when you start to play those matches and things like that, did you find yourself feeling nervous or going like, man, like I wish I could play the same way those other players play? Like, were there any nerves when you first started or any doubts or any goals that you had first starting?
Strangely enough, no. I think my issue was that I was overconfident, which is really strange. I came in there thinking, okay, I'm gonna go in and have fun, of course, but I also was like, I'm winning this, which is so, I think that's hilarious that I could have that mindset going in. Obviously, I've simmered down to more realistic, let's gradually work and get win these things, but no, I was very calm, no nerves.
I don't think it's bad though that you were confident. I think confidence can come in waves, but especially as a woman in the fighting game community, I think confidence is essential to have because there's definitely naysayers for the women who exist in this. Like, there's always some sort of doubts. I'm sure that people who don't think that we can perform to the same level as our male counterparts, but obviously that's untrue because women have proven it time and time again in multiple games, whether it's the fighting game community or not. So take that confidence and keep it. Be humble, yes, but always be your biggest hype man or hype woman or whatever.
They're so quick, like you were saying, the naysayers, to say, Cuddle won ICFC because Alyssa is backdash. No. Cuddle won ICFC because she works her butt off and she studies and she's in the lab longer than you guys are playing the game.
Can you talk to me a little bit about the successes you had in the community?
Yeah, being sponsored, one thing. I didn't really see that for myself at all. I'm super shy, very to myself. I like to stay in a shell. So I think that right there is a success. And I want to be someone that can showcase what representation looks like. I mean, I'm a Tekken player, but I'm also a woman. I'm a woman of color, and I really want to showcase that women of color and this community in this genre, we're brilliant minds, we're brilliant people, and we can do great things. So in terms of accomplishments, I just want to give more to the community. I really want to do things that showcase how brilliant this community is.
And I think you're showing that actually already. You're already starting to. And representation and putting like women and Black women on the map when it comes to competitive fighting games, because we are like the underrepresented group, but you definitely do contribute to how strong and how fierce we are and how capable we are as competitors. But not just that, as influencers in the scene.
The tough part is trying to figure out how the balance of this works, because to be a pro player, it's strenuous. It requires a lot of time and dedication to that one thing. But I also want to spread my wings and kind of dip my toe in this genre over here and check out what's going on over here. I would like to one day do commentary or one day host panels for like women in gaming. So I'm like 70%, I want to be a pro, 30%, I want to do it all.
What advice would you give to women and other marginalized genders who want to get into this community?
Okay, easy answer would be to go for it. Just do it. Long answer would be to get information, make sure you're sure that this is something that you want to put yourself into, because I know whenever we start something brand new, it's scary and it's loud and we just don't know what's going to happen. So I think you really want to make sure you're 100% behind, you're backing what you're going to do, and just have fun with it. Be confident that you're going to have a blast. Don't think about the what ifs or the what could happen or the what should. Just do it. Be 100% behind it and kick butt.
What a wonderful answer. Thank you so much, Athena, for taking the time out of your day to come and just let me pick your brain. Before we wrap everything up, are there any shout outs you want to do?
Shout outs to Bandai Namco for making a game that's changed my life. Thank you for doing something that to me will always hold to my heart near and dear. And thank you to Infinite for seeing something in me and what I could do. And shout outs to Fuzo, who is my manager / best friend. But I just want to thank everybody. Thank you guys.
And what a humble, just grateful player, woman, just that you are. And I know that all of those people that you named are so proud of you. So thank you again for sitting down with us. And we will see you all next time on another episode of Women of the FGC Tekken Edition.
PlayStation